Imagine being able to know if your toddler has the potential to be a star football player or maybe an Olympic sprinter. What if we told you a simple DNA test could predict your child's athletic abilities? Gina recently sat down with Lauren Sisler to learn more about that test that some argue could change the playing field.
Lauren, how is it possible that I've never heard of this DNA testing? I tell you, I want to get my kids tested.
Well, it's something that's actually been around since about 2008. A lot of research has been done, and really it's compared to certain things like the vertical leap test. It's something that a lot of coaches put their athletes in, and they're able to kind of determine how good an athlete is, or not necessarily how good, but where their strengths are. Well, this is a test that you get one time, and it lasts forever.
Yeah, because your DNA doesn't change.
DNA does not change.
So how far did you have to travel to find this center?
Well, it's kind of crazy. There's a few centers around the country, but we went all the way out to LA. There's not too many that you can find, and a lot of the testing sometimes is actually shipped overseas. But the cool part about this is that DNA testing is done right in the lab. So it's a very simple process, something that you do one time. You get the kit at home, you send it out. It's one quick 2 to 5 days, and you've got the test results in your online account. So it's pretty easy to read and kind of break down and see where your strengths are.
So break it down for us in terms of strengths. What does it mean to me as a parent of an athlete and to coaches?
Well, every single person has different variants in their body. There's only 3. So this doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be an elite athlete, you're going to be an Olympian, you're going to go to the next level. It doesn't determine that, but what it does is it's one common variant. So you've got a lot of information that goes into making an athlete. You know, a lot of heart, dedication. There's all those things that go into this. But this is something that can help optimize training. So it's something that helps people not necessarily to tell them which sport to play, but it can help them to optimize training. So if you have a love for football, a love for baseball, basketball, it can definitely help them to make that determination as to, you know, where their strengths are in that sport and event selection possibly for swimming, track, and field.
I would think, especially for swimming and track and field, say somebody you think has endurance, but they may actually be a short-term swimmer, you know, during the short strokes.
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I think when you look at that, you know, if you have a trained eye, you can look at an athlete and say, okay, this athlete is very good at this event. But I think the biggest thing is, especially as you get older, training is where a lot of things come into play that helps with injuries, that people don't understand, that if you don't prime yourself for that, that the injuries will start to happen, especially as you start to grow and develop. So these are areas that can kind of help athletes to really, you know, I guess, help with their performance, help with their training, and do all the things that can help them when they actually do get out there to compete. And so, of course, my test results
yes, that's
on the way.
We're almost out of time. You got yourself tested. What's the deal? Did you find anything surprising?
Well, as a former Division I athlete, I call myself a has-been. I was actually very shocked with my results. Shocked, but then when I kind of did a little backstory on it, looked a little bit more into it, I'm actually not too shocked.
Huh. So this gymnast, we have to find out if she was meant to be a gymnast or not. All right. Thank you so much. Look forward to your report. And Lauren Sisler's special report airs tonight at 10.